Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In a couple short days, school's out for the summer break starts, and I have been feeling it. I've been a little bit ridden with anxiety and a little bit full of a lot more clarity as well. It's a weird space to be in, but this part of the year always just feels so amazing. Everybody is doing incredible, and I'm just feeling like it's time for new things. I've really been struggling on a bunch of different paths that I'm going to take more recently, and really juggling with the fact of, there's a saying, and it's like, once you reach a certain level of growth and you have certain realizations, if you shove those realizations and new thoughts down and you don't accept them and act on them, and put them in the proper context, then essentially, you're, what's the word I'm looking for here? You're blocking accepting your new fate, basically. So you're not allowing yourself to step into your new self and embrace your new mind if you're stuck in your old ways and your old mindsets, and you're continuously feeding into your old narrative. And so that's one of the things that I've struggled with more recently, trying to grasp and concept and figure out my next step in life, both with my challenges and with my wishes and dreams and aspirations, and really deciding what do I want to do. And so basically, with my platform, with my impact, and then with my life and with my family and with my goals, and what is that going to look like for me over the next 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20 years? And it's really just had me thinking. Side note, what do you use to pick up your dog poop? Because the old rake and little shovel I had broke. I don't know if I should just repurchase it or just use this shovel, because this is an actual digging shovel, so the tip on it works really good. But if your grass is long, then it tears your grass up, so that's also a downside. I heard to just wear rubber gloves and pick it up, but I don't know if I can do that. This part of the patio has been getting on my nerves since I moved here, but I've had such a phobia for getting rid of these leaves because I'm scared of the spiders and the ticks that might be lurking in these little nasty depths. So I just kind of been avoiding it, and we never had the lawn people take care of this either. So this will be the second summer that these leaves have sat here. And I couldn't even fathom getting them from down the stairs on this day, but I figured, you know what, a little bit of progress is better than nothing. So I went ahead and started with this, and I cleared out some others from the patio. But yeah, eventually I think I'm just going to have someone come in, and get those out of there. It'll probably be James if I'm being honest, but we'll see what happens. But I want to leaf blow around the whole house and rake out all the leaves from everywhere because we didn't pick them up and we went through a second fall. So I just want to get all that cleaned up. And I ended up finding a tick in the house the other day. It was crawling on our chair from Jordan, and we had just been outside. So I don't think it was from being in the inside, but it just further, freaked me out and put me into the state where I really need to do something in this lawn for the fleas and ticks. Now, the dogs have been getting their flea and tick medication, but with these leaves, it might even been triggered by me moving these leaves. I don't know, but we definitely need to get taken more seriously on taking care of this yard back here. So I need to put something down. I don't really know what to do. I'm scared to poison the yard. I'm scared to DIY the yard. I'm just scared. Like, should I just get rid of the dogs? I mean, I'm just kidding, but it's so nerve-wracking because you never know which way you should go, But I got to do something because last year I found one tick, same spot, and then this year I found a tick and it was in the same spot. So I don't know. Maybe I should just throw that chair out. Maybe there's something they like about that chair. I don't know, but got to do something. Got a little bit of help here, which was cool. Kids just like playing around, don't they? But whatever, we'll take it. Big tasks that are just things I just don't want to do. Whoever will chime in and help, I'm down. Or if I can just go out and get a little bit done, then I'm down. It's definitely like, I have to just develop that, like, I call it like the old man thing. How like the older men, they go out and take care of their yard and they'll work on it for a bit and they take a break. James was just doing that. You take a break and then you get back to it. Well, for me, it kind of happens more like in a series by getting larger things done. But whatever, as long as we're working on it. That was all the stuff we just got rid of because James found some stuff on Facebook Marketplace and somebody was like, here, pick up all this stuff for $50 and you can take it all. So he went and did that, but then we had a lot to get rid of. So that was all trash from our backyard and then from that haul. We only needed one thing out of the whole thing that he purchased, and it was a bike carrier. But other than that, everything else went to trash. We posted it and had scrappers come pick everything up. Now, moving on to the basement, we haven't spent very much time down here. It's been very messy. It's kind of just been a hub for dropping stuff off and kind of being down here. We came down here and chilled one night for a storm and watched something on the projector. I still have a half a project here that I didn't exactly all the way finish, which I did finish. I just didn't throw out the trash box and I didn't move them back to the space that I was designated them for. But I did that today. So I wanted to get this cleaned up. It wasn't horrible. Like I said, this happened over the course of probably like a month and a half. But we just haven't really been down here. So I needed to clean it up because we've actually been coming down here now. So we've been coming down here to work out. I brought my exercise bike down here. And then we've also, what we've been doing is watching the other TV down here while we work out. And or if we're watching something down here, then we will work out too. So we purchased a rowing machine off Facebook Marketplace that we put down here. And on this day, James actually was purchasing another one from Facebook Marketplace that was a new one. So I was like, okay, let's get this place cleaned up since we're bringing some stuff down here. And, that'll be like motivating to keep working out as well because I like having a clean space. So I did all that. There was a bunch of candy wrappers and a bunch of little juices and drinks down here, which is annoying because there's literally a trash down here. But whatever, I digress. So cleaned all this up and vacuumed under this furniture. We're getting to the point where we have like a lot of random furniture and I'm tired of it. So hopefully we can figure that out soon. The couches upstairs are starting to break, so I don't really know. If you didn't know, the house came with those couches that are here in our living room and in our family room. So I don't even know how long they were here before that, but they are starting to break now. So, of course, between the dogs and us roughhousing and all that stuff. So hopefully they'll hold out for a bit longer until we can figure it out. But I wanted to move these and vacuum under all this stuff. Wait till you see the dang canister at the end of this vacuuming. It's so sickening because the dogs have so much dog hair that the only other carpeted area here is in our family room, which is the level right above this one. And the dogs play in there a lot. But every time I vacuum that carpet, I swear, it's like this canister gets full. And I have a dog size vacuum canister. I have the XL version, the pet version. And so it's a big canister. It's like 2 canisters. So every time I vacuum that floor, I literally fill up that canister. And it was so refreshing doing this one because you'll see it at the end. There was like what felt like barely anything in there. It was still gross. Don't get me wrong. But, it wasn't bad for like not vacuuming down here for a few weeks. So I was like, yeah, these dogs can't just be coming down here. This is still like our little halfway pet-free sanctuary. Like there's not dog hair all over this furniture and all that stuff. So we'll see. So remember back what I was saying in the beginning when I was saying like, I feel like I need something new. I feel like there's change amongst me. It's definitely the season. And I'm just one of those people that I can't just do nothing. Like I have to be doing something. My positivity, my drive, and my will for moving forward definitely stems from doing. And so like I don't feel better. I'm not one of those people that feels better from slowing down. I actually feel better from speeding up. However, like there's still that, there's still the overwhelm, you know what I'm saying? So like I still get overwhelmed, I still get carried away, but ultimately I know that like something about myself is I'm very goal oriented, driven, and I like to take charge. I'm not controlling, but I like to take charge. And sometimes I'm not always very rigid. And so that's kind of where I lose my, I don't want to say stability. It's not quite what I mean, but sometimes I have quite a lax flexibility about me to where like things don't always have to be just so, I'm not uptight in that way, but I definitely still take on a lot, and I like it like that. It's just, I probably could use a little bit better balance in terms of like handling things, but I don't believe in balance anymore. And it's something that I've gone away with. And most of you probably know at this point, I don't mind having a mess, because I know at the end of the day, I'm going to pick it up, I'm going to tackle it, I'm going to conquer it. No matter how big or how small, I'm going to try to fix it. But in real life, as you take on tasks and workload and just the shit we have to go through, like there's just some things that we can't avoid, and we can't always have our attention on the same tasks day in and day out. And I'm an advocate for that. And so sometimes my place in my brain gets out of control, but I do know that I will find the time to get back to it. And, that's what I've always tried to share here, is that we can still do it regardless. And I've gone through seasons where I've gotten better, I've done better, I found out how to make things work for me in a more realistic way. But ultimately, that still doesn't mean that I've gotten control over the situation. And that's because my every single day life is not always the same. And so no matter the routine I have, it will never ultimately 100% stick, because my life is ever changing and I do kind of go with the flow. But that's why I'm here. So, I haven't been showing you how to do it perfectly. We just been doing it together, But with all that being said, I'm just in a new brain and I'm in a new way. And sometimes you ever heard the saying, like sometimes you thought something was really good for you at the time, and it probably was until you evolved and then you learned that you wanted better for yourself. And so that was me when I started my channel and I was getting my footing and learning things and growing and going through a lot of mental things over the past, many of years of having my channel. And you just get to a place where like you realize that the things you're doing might not be the best thing for you. It may not suit your best outcome. And so sometimes, if you don't accept certain things in your life, you can literally keep yourself in a state of delulu, if you live too delusionally for too long, sometimes you miss the opportunities in front of you. You miss the moments to change. You kind of miss the mark, and I just don't want to live a life that way. And so I've been very seriously considering starting a second YouTube channel. I've said this in the past and I've just let fear hold me back, and I found newfound confidence in the clarity that I've had more recently, and I kind of know the path I want to take now. And I'll explain all this in another segment, I guess, in the future. But I'm no longer lacking in knowing what I want to do for now, for the next however many years I decide. But I know I've been doing this for so long, giving it my best go, and I've realized what I can do and what I can't do. And that's put me in a place of accepting what I want to do. And so I want to start a second YouTube channel, and I feel it's so crazy to even say it out loud and tell you at this point, but I really want to. I won't break down what it is just yet, but I'm still going to have this channel, but some things are going to change, and I am going to undergo a name change. But I'm really excited about it, because the thing that I love most about this life that I get to design is that I get to inspire. And a part of my story, and one of the things why I've always wanted to inspire, is because my life has only been so great and vastly done because I've been inspired. And it's been such a positive and impactful force in my life that I just couldn't help not to do it. And I've done it even before YouTube, and I'm going to continue to do it forever for the people close to me in my life. And I will always be an inspiration and mentor to others based off of my pain, trauma, and my accomplishments. And I just think it's time to go full force on something I've kind of always wanted to do. It's nothing crazy. Don't get scared, but I'm still going to keep this here. We're still going to be doing all this jazz, but it's just going to be a little bit of a different format. So just stay tuned for future details. I broke the ice on that. I'm letting it out of the bag. And I will keep you, in the loop in what's going on and all that. look at this canister. Barely anything. A lot still, don't get me wrong. But for a few weeks in a house with 2 kids and 2 dogs with carpet, not bad. What are you good for? Are you supposed to go in on the innards? Or are you supposed to go in on outwards? Ugh. Oh my god.
What, you don't pull it to your chin.
I didn't try. The cord's way longer on this.
Just raw strength. You pull it to the bottom of your titties.
I don't want it at the titties.
Sit there.
My sweet, sweet gains.
This is stupid dog.
I can feel it in my sweet. What was that from? The figure skating.
Yeah.
Chaz Michaels.
It is figure skating.
It is figure skating.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah. How do you... Is that how you do it?
Yeah. I don't know, but that thing... Dude, I fully expected this to be broken. I'm not gonna lie.
You did?
I didn't even try it.
Oh.
For $250, you can replace every part in $50.
How much was this?
$250.
250 bucks? How much was it originally? Like, if you were to buy one of these, like...
1,000. And they normally go online for 600.
It's 1,000?
Yeah. It's about 1,000.
About 1,000?
And you can change this module and get a Bluetooth
Oh,
phone.
Jesus, goodness.
$250. Yeah.
The Android of rowing machines, you know,
Android?
like... Not the Android, but like, what's it called? PC?
The gold standard.
James isn't an iPhone user either.
It is. It's the gold standard of rowing machines.
Okay, the gold standard of rowing machines. But anyways, the other one that we had was like $50 or something. It's still here, yeah.
Still works.
Yeah. But this one is definitely a lot better, so that's pretty cool. I'm really excited to try it out for a full workout. Oh yeah, oh you cleaned down here, he said. Yeah, I cleaned down here. You noticed? This is a great gym area because look, you're done working out. It's like we have this mirror. Are you checking yourself out? Yeah. I said what we should do. This fan is really loud because I have it up. I said we should move these further up, push this up even more. Because, like, we don't really even watch TV down here that much.
Oh, guess how much this fan was, though.
And then, how much was the fan?
It was $3.99.
Was it from her?
Out of the trash.
Oh, you trash picked that fan?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, where?
For that baby? Yeah, angle it up the stairs so we can get the airflow out of here.
I didn't expect that to work either.
Yeah, so
Where's my...
I said we should put a weight set here. Because this is the current weights and I don't like them, so don't like it at all. I think it would be cuter. Like, this couch is really comfortable and it's nice. I don't necessarily want to get rid of it, but it's difficult having that couch and then having these things as well and this. And using this as like a hangout and music room has kind of disintegrated since moving here because we just don't host a lot anymore. So, might move this. Our upstairs couches are breaking anyway, so maybe move it up there even. I don't know. But I just think that this space would look really cute if we remove some more of the musical things over there and just kind of place them up here. Have a couple machines right here, a rack right there with weights, and a couple like motivational quotes or something here. Or mirrors. I don't know yet.
Did you take all the white shirts out of here?
It's not real, it's just pretend.